Hello again, everybody. This is Dan Harrington, head golf professional at Glen Acres Golf and Country Club. Home another week here for the COVID virus, but we'd like to talk today a little bit about short game, pitching the golf ball. Pitches occur on the golf course for shots anywhere between, say, 40 and 90 yards. And so you're going to have a lot of these as you play during a round of golf on the course. And I would like to go over a couple of really important things on how your club should be taken away from the golf ball, as well as some of the fundamentals of hinging your wrists at the top of your swing. Once again, we are working on pitching the golf ball, so 40 to 90 yards, which doesn't require a full swing, but it does require balance and requires a couple of fundamental things that work in the same way, okay? So the first thing I'd like to talk about is doing the short game shots of pitch shots. You want to open your stance just a little bit to your target. So if we've got a target out here, we're going to open our stance to a point where you're not directly facing the target, but you're actually a little bit open to the target to where you've got yourself a nice view of that flagstick waving in the wind down on the green. So 40 yards to 90 yards. And the second part of this is making a right angle of your wrists on the way back on the backswing. The person that has a really good short game that I know of, I used to play college golf with, he had one thing that he did every single time, and that was when he took the club back on his backswing, he always got to a position right here where he had his club at a nice 90-degree angle right here. This is the 90-degree wrist hinge, okay? Some players that have a not enough hinge like this, or also maybe too much hinge at the top like this, it is really hard to return the club successfully down to the ball from that position. So when you're taking the club back, it's really important to get your positioning right here on this 90 degrees forming between the arm and the golf club as you're taking your backswing. This is about how far I go back on my backswing when I'm hitting about a 90-yard wedge shot. This is about a 3/4 swing, maybe a little bit past half, okay? Getting from the bottom to right here and having that 90-degree wrist hinge in the proper way really does fulfill what you want to do as far as getting to the top of the swing on a pitch shot, okay? The final thing I want to talk to you about pitching when we get to that top position here is where is the club pointed at the top of this hinge swing, okay? If your club is like this, you're pointing at the back towards your body. That's too flat and not enough of a hinge. If you're like this is too much hinge. Now the butt of the club is pointed off in the wrong direction. So the final thing is, if you have the proper wrist hinge out here that's 90 degrees, the club should be pointing just about down at your golf ball out in front of you, maybe a little bit inside of where your ball is on the ground. That's going to be your hinge point of the proper backswing right here, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this a little bit today. I'll be back with you again next Thursday for another update on golf club fundamentals and instruction. And hopefully we'll get past this and be able to get you out to the golf course again here real soon. Thank you again for joining me for this special video.